Okay, I think we are live, which is excellent. I'm not going to change the screen, so I'm not going to check it. I assume we are live. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Well, from the UK. Hello, wherever you are. I'm not even sure what time it is anywhere. It's just evening in here. And we are here today to talk to you a little bit about our e-learning platform, our award-winning e-learning platform. And I'm joined today by my colleague, Glenda. So I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. Lovely to meet you all, virtually meet you all. My name's Glenda. I'm one of the tutors here. I've not been here that long, actually. I've been here since last August. And so I'm really looking forward to this evening because it's an amazing platform and there's always something to learn. So I hope I'll be able to help you as well, but I'm really looking forward to watching Timi in action.
Awesome. Yeah, so Timi, I'm Timi. I'm the head of Formulation and Research at Formula Botanica. I would be one of those you may have seen me on live video, actually not live videos, the videos on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, or maybe you've seen what I've done in blog posts. I'm often here, especially during launch and orientation, so you will be seeing some more of me in the coming couple of weeks. Yeah, so you are here, so which means if you're watching, you are interested in our e-learning platform and how we work, you are interested in the courses and what we do. As you know, enrollment is open, so if you haven't signed up for a course, head over to formulabotanica.com and have a look at our individual courses and see what maybe interested you. Until then, I'm going to just start screen sharing so I can give you a live tour of our award-winning e-learning platform. So just bear with me. I'm hoping that this time I got the tech right. So just
good luck.
Thank you. It won't be too long. Just a few clicks here and there. Okay. So now I'm going to, oopsie, 1 second. How do we do this? So I'm going to turn off our video. And in theory, okay. So in theory, you should be seeing the shared screen, which is our e-learning platform. So please let me know in the comments if that's true and if you can hear me. Glenda, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Awesome. So I'm just going to wait. Oh, Lorraine is here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lorraine. So this time Lorraine. I got the tech right. Last time there was a bit of a hiccup, so you constantly saw me in the corner. Not this time, though. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so when you sign up for a course with Formula Botanica, you will be given your details so you can access our e-learning platform. You can access it various ways. You can go to our website, and on the top corner, you will find student login, and that will take you to the e-learning platform, or you can just go straight to moodle.formulabotanica.com and enter your login details. The colleagues will email these through to you, and you can change your password to whatever you want it to be. Just make sure you take a note of that. But in case you forget that, there is a forgot password link as well, so you can just reset the whole thing again. So when you log into the e-learning platform, excuse me, there are two major parts. As you see on the top of the page, I don't know, can you see my cursor moving at all?
I can't see anything. I can only see a blank, not a blank page. Oh, move your cursor around.
Maybe now?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back in the B Live studio, so now it should be better. So as you see, on the top of the page, there are two major parts of the e-learning platform. One is called My Social, and the other one is called My Courses. Now, at the moment, we are on the My Social page, and you may have guessed this is all about social media. and anything and everything you should know about events, information, updates, new blog posts. So there are all sorts of links on this page that we encourage you to check out. So on the top of the page, you've got various links such as student library, online classroom, and technical support. Feel free to come back here and look around and click on them, see where it takes you. On the side, you've got school announcements. Whenever you log in, whether it's once a week or every 2 days, depending on when you study, check out this area, because this is where we keep you up to date on the latest development within the school. So in this case, you see we've upgraded a bit our cosmetic certificate in cosmetic stability testing course. And we also have an Amazon store, so we can help you purchase ingredients and books and all sorts of tools and equipment. If you scroll down, you will have a shortcut to our social media. If you are not following Formula Botanica, please do. So head over to Instagram. We are on Twitter. You can find us on LinkedIn. So you just have a look around on social media. There are some fantastic, fantastic information over there. So just scroll down and you see what's happening at Formula Botanica. On the side, we've got a section on events. Again, this is where we are going to list any upcoming events, such as maybe a live teaching webinar, or maybe our conference that's coming up this year, which is so exciting. So just keep an eye on the calendar. I think you can also link it to your own calendar on your computer. So have a look and just click away, see. Also, we've got a shortcut to our blog where you can see our latest blog posts. This is one place that I highly recommend. So even if you are not joining us, but you just keep an eye on Formula Botanica, please head over to our blog. There's some amazing formulation posts. There's some business advice, some more information on ingredients. There's so much to read and learn that alone could be a course. Okay, so this is the My Social part. As I said, pop in ever so often and have a look around, see what's happening. The other part is the My Courses. So I'm going to the top. I click on the My Courses section. Now, as the name suggests, this is where the magic happens. This is the dashboard, as we call it. And when you purchase the course, you will have a shortcut to those courses or course in here. I'm showing you my student account. So what you see here is pretty much what you see when you enroll with us. So as you see, I'm enrolled on the Diploma in Organic Skincare Formulation, and also I have the Certificate of Inorganic Anti-Aging Skincare. Now, you will always have the orientation course that is by default will be on that will be on your dashboard by default. This is where you should start. I'm going to click on it in a minute. I'm just going to show you around first. So this is the shortcut to your courses. This is where you need to go when you want to enter the course. You see underneath, we've got some badges. I have the certificate in chocolate spa products, one of my favorites. And you also see I'm a Formula Botanica graduate, which I am. But it seems like it was forever. It was a long time ago. But you can collect these badges either when you complete certain parts of some courses, but also when you finish one course. So you see this particular badge is showing that I've finished the certificate in chocolate spa formulation. So yeah, these are very, very good, and they are extremely pretty. They look amazing on your website. If, let's just say, you want to launch your brand, you can put it on your LinkedIn profile, you can put it on your CV. This all just to show what you've done at Formula Botanica and how far you've come. On the side, you see this number 7. This is what we call achieve points. Now, at Formula Botanica, we work very hard to make learning fun, and it should be fun. Therefore, you may find that you come across certain games, and that's what we call gamification. Because, you know, if you're studying online, or it's already can be quite isolating and it can be quite monotonous. Whereas we try to make it fun, and games would be the part of that. So this particular one is fantastic. You start at 1 and you need to reach number 10. You see I'm on number 7 at the moment. And you get points every single time you are active in the e-learning platform. So for example, every time you read a course material, every time you play one of the fun quizzes, whenever you read forum posts or post a question. So the more active you are in the course, the more points you get. And the goal is to reach number 10. I still have 3 to go. Underneath, you've got a section on grading. Now you see I have no submissions to grade at the moment, which means I haven't sent in any assignments for the tutors. But if you have, you need to check it here to see if you've got a feedback, although you will get an email anyway. And underneath, you've got the latest forum posts, so you can just have a look and read them through as well. So let's start. I'm going to go for the orientation course first. I think it's very important, especially if you are not used to studying online. Sometimes, well, many people would prefer maybe printed materials. The good bit is that this is available anywhere you are, so it doesn't matter in which country. As long as you have internet access, you can study anywhere. But that also means you have to get used to certain layouts and certain bits within courses. And this particular orientation course will show you all that. As you see, you've got the contents on the side, and you have the actual course materials always in the middle of the page. So we've got only 4 components within the orientation course. Every single component is accessible straight from the beginning in this course. I'll show you the others. So just go through, read what you're going to learn about. You have lesson resources listed, as well as a short video explaining various parts of the e-learning platform. So you see here, I'm showing you course access and layout, but we also have an area about more information about study support, about tests and assignments. So do have a look before you do any of the courses, before you start any of the courses, because this short course will answer many questions you may have. Also, you can just watch the videos, or you can have the transcript. It's totally up to you. If you prefer to read, just go for the transcript. But these videos are very short, something like 3 to 5 minutes long. So I think you could easily go through the whole orientation within 30 minutes. So it shouldn't take long. So that was our orientation course. I'm going to go back. So we are on the dashboard again. I'm going to show you the Diploma in Organic Skincare formulation course first. Since this is our foundation diploma, this is where you should start, especially if you haven't got any experience in formulating. And this is where, this is the basics. We always say that when you study with Formula Botanica, it's like, well, I say it, that it's like building a house. So we start by laying the foundation, and then we can just build on it. So we can layer that knowledge. As you see, here you see this line. That means I've completed that course. At least I completed 59% of this course. So just keep an eye on this progress bar, because it shows you where you are at any time when you log in. And it should also show a course expiry date. You don't see it here, but you see it in my licensed tutor library. Again, this will show you when your course expires. As you may know from previous live streams, the courses do have expiry dates, but that is very generous. So it can be from 1 year to 2 to 3 years, depending on which package you purchase. And the expiry date will be displayed here. So just keep a note of that. So let's go. Hopefully my internet can handle it. You have to love technology. There's always something that can go wrong. Okay. Every single course at Formula Botanica will have the same sort of layout. So as you see, we've got the content list on the side, and you have the actual course in the middle of the page. How you move through the course is quite straightforward. So basically, you just scroll down, read what you have to do, and just click next section at the bottom of the page. Now, just to draw your attention to the content list, you see that some of the content in this course is in green, and from module 6, I have an orange written warning saying not unlocked yet. Now, that means that Formula Botanica operates something called Sequential Learning system, and that means you need to go through the course in order, as we show it here, like module 1, module 2, 3, and 4, in order to open the next module. So, for example, when you start, module 1 will be open, ready for you to start, but you will not be able to access module 2, 3, or all the rest until you complete module 1. And the reason is that, especially this course is huge. There is so much information, and we designed this course in order to create that foundation. Remember, I told you that we are building a house, so we need that foundation. And once that's good and solid, we can start layering on top of it. So we can do the formulation design, we can start formulating toners, and then we can move on to body skincare. And it's very important that you do the previous units first before jumping in to the next module. So this is what we call sequential learning. And the only way you can open the next module is by completing a test. So I'm going to show that to you in a bit. At the end of each module, you will have a module test. So that's what I'm talking about. I'll show you in a minute. So just remember, when you start, you can't just start module 6. You have to go in order. Yeah, so getting started, that's the most exciting bit. I think many people spend some time here. We've got, in this particular course, we've got 2 PDFs here for you to use. One is a study guide and one is a formulation guide. The formulation guide is actually a shopping list, a starter shopping list. So you can start formulating. We also tell you a bit more about tools and equipment. In the study guide, we give you hints and tips to online learning, especially if you are new to it. You may find some good tips that you can use when you study with us. I'm sorry if I speak too fast. I tend to forget.
No, it's perfect.
Okay. I usually forget where the sentence ends, so do stop me. Okay. So yeah, next up, module 1. We start this diploma with, actually every single course we start with the theory. So we need to get the theory part straight before we can do the practical part. So module 1 is skin science, and we talk about the skin and the structure and so on. And then you will have a few more modules, module 1, 2, and 3, about holistic skincare and so on. Every single course module will have the same sort of layout. So you have a short introduction and the learning outcomes, so you know what you are going to be learning about. And we also list available resources here. If something is green, it usually means that you can click on it. It's a link to the actual course material, or you can just have the course material here, like it shows. You see, this is a PDF document. Most of the course materials will be in PDF format that you can download and keep. So as you're going through the modules, you may want to create a folder in Cloud or Dropbox, or I'm not sure, even on a USB stick, you could just save all these course notes for future use. Then you'd have, in general, you'd have a video. The videos can be all sorts. So in this case, this is a presentation video, or we will have practical videos I'll show you in a minute. Underneath, we also have some worksheets. These worksheets are again PDF. At the moment, unfortunately, they are not interactive, which means for you to be able to fill in these worksheets, you need to download them and probably print them, unless you just want to write the answers for yourself. We are working on this bit. Hopefully we will find a solution, but nonetheless, it's there for you to use. These worksheets are self-study, which means you can just do it either when you watch the video or after you watch the videos, or you can go back. So you can use these worksheets as a way of revision. This is totally up to you. If you feel that, oh, I'm nervous, English is not my first language, what if I don't understand the videos? Well, I guarantee you will understand the videos. And also we have the video slides and notes attached, so you can download these and read if you feel that's easier for you. So not to worry about this bit. Again, you see, same bit, we've got the video, worksheet and notes, and we also have some extra study materials. Every section will have a little label. So you see, like here, we've got study materials. And if you scroll down, we've got the fun quiz. I'm sure you remember a few minutes ago, I showed you that game. And this is another game within the course. As the name suggests, it's just a fun quiz. So it's not something we grade. This is just for you to practice what you've learned. There are all sorts of games within the course. So just have a go and see. This particular one is, I'm sure you're familiar with the memory game. So you just click on various pictures and you should match them. So I'm not going to play this game now, but yeah, you get the idea. It's fun. It's fun and it's a great way to revise. Okay, so this is the theory bit. Let me move on to module 3. This is when you start formulating. So I want to show you how that will look. Again, the same layout. You've got a short introduction as well as the available resources. Now, you see, this is a very different video, and we are very proud of these videos because, you know, the way we film these videos would give you the illusion that you are there and you're formulating. So it has two different angles. So you see the actual formulation part from the front or from above. So it really feels like you are standing by the table and you are making that toner or that cream. And it's amazing. These videos are great, again, depending on what kind of learner you are. Some people learn a lot just by reading. Other people prefer to just take part and practice, or they prefer the visual help. And in this case, videos will help you a lot. Nonetheless, you also have course notes attached in PDF format. Same way, you've got the video notes. And ever so often, you find some exciting bonus materials within the course. The only thing I need to warn you about is that these videos are only available in the eLearning platform, and they are not something you'd be able to download. So you can only watch the videos here. You won't be able to download them. You can, however, download the actual video notes. So just it's just a word of warning. So yeah, this is the fun part. There is so much to do in the formulating modules. I'm not going to start the video because I'm concerned that it will cut the internet off. Yeah, I know, right? You never know. But yeah, so most formulation parts will have a video going with it. And if not, chances are we are working on them at the moment. Now, let us have a look at tests, because everyone is scared of tests and assignments. So I just wanted to show you how that happens at Formula Botanica. So let me go to, let's just say, module 3. Sorry, module 1 rather. And if you scroll to the end of the module, you will have a label indicating that you've reached the end of the module. So you've got the label saying module quiz. In general, depending on the course that you take, there are two kinds of tests. One would be an automated quiz, and another one would be a tutor marked assignment. You will have a warning and clear indication what kind of test you are about to take. In this particular instance, this is an automated quiz. Actually, let me just choose a different module because I think I can't attempt this one anymore. I'm using this account especially just to show you around. Let me try. Oh no. I'm sorry, I'll get there in a minute. Let's just say module 4. Okay, yes, I think this should be it. So this particular module is an automated quiz. Here you get more information about the actual quiz. So you can see you've got 3 attempts to take a quiz. And the grading method means it says it's highest grade. That means if you try the quiz 3 times, only the highest score will count as your final grade. So you can give it a go 2-3 times. It depends on what you want to do. Even if you passed and you feel you're happy with the grade, I always recommend just do it again because the questions will change and there's always something you can pick up from those or learn something. So it's just good to try all the 3 attempts. So I'm going to go into the quiz. And as I said, this is an automated quiz. Within the automated quiz, there are all sorts of questions. So it can be in here, for example, this is what we call drag and drop. So you see, this is actually a formulation question. We are making a balm, and you are supposed to pick up the ingredients from here and drag to the correct place. This is one kind of question. Let's look at another one. Maybe I find something different. Oops. Return. Yeah, because I didn't complete this. Let's go to question 4. Okay, so this is a true and false question. So again, just read it and select whether it's true or false. And that would be it. So every single page will have one question only. So it's not like, many questions in front of you and you go like, oh my God, what am I doing here? One question, one page, and you can just see at the bottom of the page that in this particular quiz, we've got 20 questions to go through. In general, when you do an automated quiz, you can come and go. So this is an open book quiz. That means, let's just say you start the quiz and the phone rings, you need to go, you can just stop it. The system saves your answers. I think it's every 3 seconds. So nothing should be lost. The most important bit is that you don't click on finish attempt, because that means you submit the quiz to the system and the system will grade it for you. And you don't want that, especially if you've only completed, let's just say 3 questions out of 20, because you lose an attempt. So yeah, feel free to just either leave the screen or close down the whole website, the whole platform, and you can come back to it whenever you're ready to continue. With every single quiz, every single module quiz, you need to achieve 65% in order to pass. When you pass, you will see on the side that the next module is automatically open. So you can just move on. So you see there are quite a few questions here. There are all sorts of questions. I think that's important to know that when you try these automated quizzes, that you actually do it on a desktop computer rather than a mobile or an iPad. And the reason is that some questions will not work very well on mobile devices. So I recommend that either you have a laptop or a desktop computer to complete these quizzes. Most of them will work, but some may not, and you need to know this. So this is the automated quiz. I'm going to go back to course home so I can show you something different. I won't be able to show you the actual assignment because, as you see, it is not unlocked yet for me. But in this particular course, the final course project is an assignment that you need to complete, and the tutor will mark it for you. But as you see on the top of the page, it says that it's not available because I haven't done module 8. So I won't be able to access it. But more or less, it's the same thing. You will have to read through the assignment requirements, make sure you check what you need to do, and that you answer every single question, because tutor marked assignments generally have just one attempt rather. So it's not like the automated quiz. Glenda, do you think I'm forgetting something here?
No, I don't. I can't see if there are any questions to the right. Are there any?
No. I only see the colleagues saying hello to us, like I see Steph and Lorraine and Kelly and Anna.
No, I just wondered if I was supposed to be answering anything because I can't see anything. No, we haven't been through the student library very much, have we? Or are you coming to that?
Not yet. Yeah, I'm coming to that. So
yeah.
do you think I covered everything in your opinion? We talked about the course, we talked about the test.
Yeah.
So I think we could move on to all the exciting extra resources that you have.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
Awesome. So I'm going to move on. Yes, so I'm going to go back to my social. It's simply, there are various ways to move around the platform, but it's quite difficult to show you everything in this short live tour. So I'm just choosing one that's quite obvious. So within my social, you see we've got the student library. Now, the student library is amazing. I often go there still if I need something urgently. Oh yeah, it's full of useful information. And when you start the course, remember that you can come here at any time and just spend your time here looking around. Again, within the student library, you've got the content listed on the side, but you also have these really cool icons showing you the shortcuts. As I said, it's full of useful information. First, you've got the student learners agreement, which is a promise from us to you as well as from you to us. You've got student information. Let me click on that. So this contains the handbook. You've got various policies and procedure forms. So just keep in mind that, if you want to check something, how it works, just go to the handbook and so on. Next, we've got the orientation. This is pretty much the orientation course. I think it's easier for you to probably just go to the default course on your dashboard, but it's here nonetheless, in case you find it easier. Then we've got all sorts of other resources, such as previous formulation challenges. We've got newsletter archives, scientific research library, one of my favorite places to be. This is always expanding. Basically, the idea is that this is the area where we store various researches on ingredients, on formulations. And because remember, we are teaching you to become a formulator, it's very important that you understand what it is that you are using and why you are using it. And you should be able to back that claim up, in whether it's on your website or in your formulation. So make sure you check this because these are all scientific research papers, so you can back up anything you say about a certain ingredient in your product. It's amazing. It's really just a fraction of what we could do. We are working on expanding it all the time. So just remember, this is a really cool place. Then let's see course extensions. Now, as I said, that on your dashboard, you will have the course expiry date. The expiry date is very generous, so you should be able to complete the course within the set time. But of course, we all know life happens, and sometimes things just don't go the way we plan them. So in that case, just click on the course extension tab and talk to the student support team and explain your situations to them. In case you feel, okay, I'm not very organized, I don't know what I'm doing, go to the course planners, because we've got some really cool course planners here for you to use. We've got quite a few courses listed here. In this case, for example, we've got the Diploma. Again, I'm not going to click on it because it will take me away from the shared screen. But basically, this is our recommended course schedule. So, for example, we will show you, you should be in module 1, you should be at module 2, and so on within 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Have a look whether that particular schedule works for you. And if it doesn't, there is a space on the site for you to complete with your schedule. So it's really flexible. Some people can study every day. Some people can only get to it on Sundays. But still, this is very useful. So you can keep track of your time and your studies. Then the best part is the last one. I don't even know why it is the last one, but the study resources is the best place ever. Again, this is accessible regardless of the course you're taking. You've got loads and loads of information here. So this is why I said I often come here to check something. For example, you've got the handbook, as previously we showed. You've got the supplier guide, which is amazing. I don't even know how long that is and how many suppliers we've got there. Hundreds, I'm sure. And the supplier guide is, again, great because when you start formulating, obviously, you're not sure where to get ingredients from. Go to this place, have a look. The suppliers are listed depending on the continent. So you can just check the closest one to you and browse. Probably you will have to spend some time looking at the suppliers and see what they are selling. But if you are unsure, you can just ask the community. I'm going to show that to you in a minute as well. Then we've got ingredients directory. This is huge. I think it's now over 160 pages long. So when you want to find out more about certain ingredients, whether it's a carrier oil or maybe an essential oil, just go to the ingredient directory and see if it's there. If it's not, we welcome any suggestions. So do let us know what you are missing from it, and we'll find a way to include those. The problem with this is that there are so many ingredients that I think that would take up the whole website to create a proper, thorough ingredient directory. But the one we have is really cool, especially when you're just starting out. Then we've got recommended reading, in case you have time to read some extra books on certain topics. And these two are really important. The Essential Oil Dermal Limit Guide, as well as the Natural Preservation 101. These are important because these two are about the safety of your formulation. So when it comes to creating a product or sending us an assignment with a product that you designed, this is the criteria that we are looking at. So you need to know, okay, you want to use an essential oil. How much can I use? What warning will it have? Or what dangers it may pose? Can I use certain essential oil? Is it endangered? So you need to just make sure that these two documents are by your side all the time. And the same goes for the preservation. As you know by now, preservation is extremely important, especially, well, always if you have a product with water or if you feel that it comes in contact with water. So these two are must-haves. Then we've got a carrier oil handbook, which is very similar to the ingredient directory, except this is just about carrier oils. Again, fantastic. There's so much information. And here as well, you've got some space within the PDF document where you can write down your own thoughts. So it's important to keep track of all these things that you tried and tested and write down how they behave, what you think of them for your future reference. Then we've got the Formulation Calculator. This helps you keep track of certain formulations. I personally use the Formula Botanica lab notebook. Some people prefer to have it electronically. So in that case, this is an Excel spreadsheet. So feel free to use it. And finally, we've got the research form. Again, this is excellent when you are researching various ingredients and you want to make sure that all the information about that ingredient is in one place. So you see, this is really, really cool, loads of information. I guarantee you're going to spend loads and loads of time here and checking. You're going to check out all these links and resources. Feel free to look around. So, you know, you can't break the system, well, I hope. So just go here, go there, click here, click there, and see where it takes you. Get familiar with the system, because there's so much you can find in the e-learning platform. Now, I'm going to go back to the My Social page again, just once more. As I said, we've got the community. We've got the most amazing community to help you with your studies. And we gather in our online classroom. Again, I'm not going to click on it, but this is the link. So in case you enrolled and you haven't joined, click on the link and it will take you to our closed group on Facebook, which is the Formula Botanica online classroom. This is the place where you can talk to your peers, show your formulations, ask for advice, or, you know, just have a friendly chat about various topics you are interested in. So this is the online classroom link. And if you feel that something is wrong with the system, if you notice that maybe a link is not working, or you are having trouble opening a document, click on the technical support, and that will take you to our support team, who will be happy to help. Now, the online classroom reminded me that I forgot to show you one bit. So if that's okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to open up the Diploma course again, because here I talked about peer support. And it's very important, especially when you study online and you feel that you might be a bit isolated.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, didn't I? Yeah.
No, but that's okay. Yeah, exactly. So we've got the peer support. But additionally, you also have tutor support. And that is accessible here. So you see underneath the course title, you've got the link, Ask the Tutor. Now, this is the Tutor Forum, as we call it. This is now a huge database of information. So before you post any questions you may have as you study, I suggest that you start with the search button on the top. As I said, it's huge. I mean, even here you can see it's 31 pages. Can you imagine how many Q&As that includes? So let's just say you've got a question about, let's just say pH. Usually I bring that up because it's easier.
Surprise.
I know everybody's asking about pH. So yeah, chances are that somebody has asked that question that you have. So it's an easy one. Just type in pH, click search forums, and you'd have every single Q&A that is related to pH. You see it's highlighted in blue. Obviously here it's actually phenoxyethanol, so not very connected. However, if you feel, okay, I really don't have time to go through, look at that, 242 posts, then click on the advanced search and fine-tune the results. So just go here and type in as much information as you can and search the forum. Now, in case, let me go back. In case you feel, okay, I haven't found the answer to my question, then just go back to the forum. Hopefully it's going to load up. Yeah. And click on add a new discussion topic. And you will need to fill in the details. Sorry. Fill in your details. Make sure that you give us as much information as possible here. For example, we give you suggestions and post it in the forum. We try to answer the forum questions at least once a week. So just be prepared that when you ask a question from the tutor, you may not get a response for a couple of days. If you find that, okay, you are very impatient and you can't wait, well, I can understand that. I was like that. Just head over to the online classroom, because we are a global community with thousands and thousands of students and graduates. So the chances are that somebody will be online to help you. But nonetheless, this is the place to talk to the tutors, and the online classroom is the place to talk to your peers. Yeah, so I think I talked about everything now. I can't think of anything that I may have missed, but I see that there are quite a few questions. So before I stop screen sharing, I'm just going to check the questions.
I can't see the questions, Timi. I'm so sorry. I've got a be live thing. Otherwise, I would answer them.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so Lisa is asking, once you have passed the course, how long? Let me just show it. Once you have passed the course, how long do you get access to all these resources? When you pass the course, you still have access. What you need to pay attention to is the course expiry date. So once your course expired, you will not have access to your course. But remember that the PDFs are downloadable, so you make sure that you have every single resource that you can put your hands on, saved on your computer or in cloud, so before the course expires. So it's not about passing the course, it's about the expiry date. So yeah, I hope that helps. Then, yeah, Barbara is here to help. Thank you, Bobs.
Hi, Barbara.
Yeah, so Barbara answered Lisa's question, but in case, so if I decide to do the hair formulation, after then I would have access to it all again. Yes, so again, if you pass the test, it doesn't matter. As long as your course is active, you have access to it. Let's see if there is anything else. I think there's no more question that I can see here, but I'm going to keep an eye. Nonetheless, if you watch this live stream on a replay, just feel free to post your questions and we will come and help you and explain things to you. So, you know, chances are that people are busy this evening. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. I think I've shown the bits I wanted to show and explained various parts. It's a great platform, but you do need to spend some time and look around. So let's see. We should be back on the screen. I don't think we are.
Nope, I can see the picture.
I know. The video. I forgot to turn the video.
Hey, so yeah. Here we are.
Let me just get some water.
Well done, Timi. That's fantastic.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we covered what we could regarding the e-learning platform. It's a fantastic platform. So, as I said, the best way to get used to it and understand the whole system is by just exploring. So click here, click there, do the orientation course. You can go back to the orientation course every single time. So if something is unclear, just go and check things out. So unless, Glenda, do you have anything to add or something?
I just wrote down things that Barbara mentioned last time, was that if you have a technical problem, to go to the student experience team, which is school@formulabotanica.com, and they'll help you out really quickly. They're great, aren't they? And if you can, if you see anything in the supplier guide that you like, if you've got a great supplier, let us know, and we'll put that into the suppliers guide, because like you say, it's a global community, so we all want to help each other. So that would be really useful. No, you guys were talking about setting yourself a budget for your ingredients.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm laughing because we always say that, and
And you never do it.
I'm so bad at that. Honestly, getting ingredients is addictive. And
Yeah.
the truth is, when it comes to formulating, and obviously if you are at Formula Botanica, unless you're doing the business course, of course, formulating is a practical thing. You need to be able to try that ingredient. So let's just say you want an oil. You have to be able to try it on your skin, feel, is it greasy? Is it dry? Does it smell? Does it have a lovely smell? And quite often these you can't make a decision about an ingredient unless you try them. And this is the issue, that for you to try them, of course, you have to buy them. Now, we always suggest that there are some platforms where you can go and get samples from suppliers. And I think that's a great way to try something new. For example, as you know, the industry is changing. There are some new ingredients coming out all the time. And by the time it goes from the manufacturers to retail stores where you can buy only, let's just say, 50 grams, that's quite a long time. And if you want to keep up with the industry, it's always good to get samples from suppliers. So there are some websites. I don't know if maybe Kelly or Barbara could add it to the comments. It's Expiry or UL Prospector. So these two are websites with various suppliers you can get ingredients from, and maybe that's a good way as well, because they are happy to send you samples, and sometimes the samples are quite generous. Yeah. So you'd get 50 grams and 100 grams. So this is the issue with the budget, that I always feel I only truly know an ingredient if I try them, and that costs money. So yeah, budget. Be strict with yourself. Hide the credit cards.
But there is a shopping list for the things that you need in the beginning, and it's quite conservative. So
indeed, we have the set shopping list. Well, a recommended shopping list for the diploma in organic skincare formulation, but this particular shopping list is not available for every single course. And the reason is that we want you to be formulators. If we tell you what to buy straight in the beginning, you are following samples, you are following recipes. And the diploma course is the first place you start at, probably. So that's the foundation course. So we give you that initial help that you should get XYZ carrier oils or 2-3 butters. But once you are at module 3, especially 4, you will want to try ingredients that you choose, not what we tell you to choose. So this is why it's important that you understand that in the beginning we help you, but after that, feel free to try whatever you want to try. If you, let's just say you are enrolling in the advanced course. Now, the advanced course is a challenge. We challenge you to use ingredients you haven't used before. So that's why we can't give you a shopping list, because I don't know what you haven't used before. So this is, but by that time, you are at a level where you are able to make your own choice. So, as I said, not every course will have the shopping list, but it certainly helps. It certainly helps.
No, because research is such a big part of it all, isn't it? And once you start researching, it's like going down a rabbit hole, because it all sounds so amazing. You want everything.
Yeah, and it leads to another. It's like, oh God, it's never ending.
For me, it's essential oils. I just do.
I know.
Not before, I got to have another one.
For me, it's emulsifiers. I've just purchased, I think, 7 different emulsifiers, and you never know. Really? Maybe in one of the blog posts coming up, if I'm feeling generous. But yeah, I think everybody will have a weakness, and you guys will see that once you start studying, you will find that you will have your strengths and weaknesses, and you will spend some money on it. But yeah, but what can you do? If you want to be a great formulator, that comes with it. Unfortunately, don't forget that you are on your way to become an entrepreneur. So you need to be able to contact suppliers, talk to suppliers, and just take your formulation to the next level. I don't see any other questions, so I think maybe we could wrap up the live tour. As I said, if you're watching this live tour as a recorded tour, just feel free to post your questions underneath and we'll get back to you. But I think we've shown you a great amount. Obviously, there's a lot more to explore, but I'm going to leave that to you guys. So I'm going to say good night. Well, good night for us.
Good night.
And if not, have a great day. And well, yeah, I will see you shortly. And I think Glenda will be online shortly as well, next week sometime, I think.
Yes, I will.
So thank you again for joining us. Thank you guys for helping us out. And we shall see you soon. Bye now.
Bye.